as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Now Chandler. And some room to work. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Here's Chandler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They run it with Chandler. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've got to give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
On third down, Chandler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Chandler fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call the gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very...
And this time he is in. Yes. Ty Chandler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
They're going to try and run, and he will get in to make it 8-0. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Joseph now to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 19-yard line. Ritter now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Ritter. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air again, it's Ritter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Ritter, he wants to change the play here. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. A determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 2nd down now, it's Chandler. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Cousins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Chandler. And he's got room. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Chandler. That's some strong running, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, Chandler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we've got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheets and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On 1st down, Ritter. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's got his man, London, right side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Short throw to Smith.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Chandler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down now, it's Chandler. Touchdown, Vikings! Ty Chandler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ritter on 1st and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Ritter going to change up the look. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Ritter. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Patterson running between the tackles. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Ritter. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, it's Chandler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Now Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll run on first down. Chandler, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Cousins here going to change the play. On second down now, it's Chandler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll run here with Algier.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, goal to go. Ritter going to sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Ritter going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get in the field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Cousins flushed out right.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.